Do you know that Nigeria has no fewer than 30 stadiums worth over $3 billion? They have a combined capacity of over 300,000 seats. Do you also know that the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, has $250 million worth of equipment, including underwater cameras, to record and broadcast all sporting events from track and field to football to swimming, basketball, boxing, and much more. So what's missing? People, which we have plenty of. So why would government spend so much money on equipment and stadiums and not invest in the only thing that we have in abundance, people? Jamaica has produced the fastest man and woman in the world. It has also produced champions in many other sports, and yet it is a very small nation. And we have nothing. If US World Boxing Champion Floyd Mayweather Jr. was a Nigerian, he would most likely be in prison or dead. The question is, why? The answer, however, is that the countries that invest in their people reap the most benefits. Not too long ago, we had champions drawn from secondary school competitions at national and international levels. I went to St. Gregory's College, Lagos. We had some exceptional students. For instance, we had Adingukwu and Ogulende, who were already national athletes. Adingukwu was also a national gold-winning swimmer. Edmond Akbala and Sidney Ofeli were already clocking under 10 seconds in their 100 yards race. Bode Karanwi, who is now a dentist, was a national team cricketer. From St. Finbar's College, we had Henry Wosu and Stephen Keshi. King's College had Ricky Manuel, who just happened to be the second choice national goalkeeper. King's College also had Kasali, a famous sprinter better known as Paxi. Haruna Ilerika was at Zumratu College. Shortly after, he became a national team footballer. And my all-time favorite, Modupe Oshikoya, who was at Methodist Girls High School. She was a sensational athlete. Christ the King's College, CKC Onitsha, in eastern Nigeria, also proved their mantle at the national level. So what has happened since then and now? I will tell you, lack of visionary leadership and planning is why things have remained the way they are. For instance, we know the strengths of major ethnic groups in Nigeria. In the Niger Delta, where I am from, we are surrounded by water. I expect the average school there to have a place to harness all the swimming skills from the rivers and creeks. By now, we would have had international champions. By now, we would have had international champions. The Southeast and the South-South have produced champions like Dick Tiger, Ibrahim Tonika, Pa Mike Okpala, Hogan Kid Bassi, Samuel Peters, and Peter Konogwache, among others. Why can't we promote power sports like wrestling and boxing from there? Apart from winning honors for the country, it is a way of reducing youth unemployment and restiveness. The highlands of the Plateau and Adamawa area are natural breeding grounds for long-distance runners. The fastest marathoners in Nigeria come from there. But what have we done so far? Nothing. Kano is the home of basketball in Nigeria. Are we willing to develop basketball in that region? The answer is no. Lagos is surrounded by water. There are so many canoeing, boating, yachting sports that will win more than 5 or 6 medals at the Olympics. How many do we have here? None. The Southwest has produced champions in all sports you can imagine. Sadly, most of them have represented the UK instead. Due to lack of encouragement here in Nigeria, the next heavyweight boxing champion of the world may be a 6'6" Olympic champion. His full name is Anthony Oluwafemi Olaseni Joseph. Both parents are Nigerians, but unfortunately, he won't be representing Nigeria. I propose that every school should have a team in swimming, athletics, tennis, boxing, basketball, and more. We have to create tournaments, sporting events, and activities to keep our sportsmen and women busy and productive in these stadiums. Such competitions would make the stadiums fully utilized. We don't have to keep waiting for national or international competitions. I want the stadiums fully commercialized and leased to the private sector to manage. It's high time Nigerian sports administrators end their rhetorics and help the country's athletes to maximize their potentials. We would be going round in circles if we fail to do what we are supposed to do. First of all, we must have a clear policy and adequate funding of these programs. That's the only way we can produce world champions. I am Ben Murray Bruce, and I just want to make common sense.